The Oni harnessed the power of corrupted Teru Bosu to bring a deadly drought to the land. Many died of thirst and starvation. Their spirits became Onibi, vengeful apparitions that drained the life from all. The Oni's warriors stood between the ghosts and their
Get ready to die! What the? Completely outmatched!
The path to the first corrupted Teru Bosu, the first step to bringing rain back to the land, was done. Laijin, kami of storms and thunder, granted the ghosts a gift. The ghosts continued onward to remove the rim with Laijin's gift. The Onibi were drawn to the corrupted Teru Bosu. Laijin's storm. There were more corrupted Teru Bosu in a nearby village. Teru the ghosts, but the Oni corrupted them. The ghosts arrived at their destination, a village once filled with life, but alive no more. They set out to remove the corrupted Teru Bosu from the area.
What?
The villagers were all worked to death by the Oni's overseer. The ghosts would make him pay for this. More corrupted Teru Bosu remained. corrupted Teru Bosu were gone, but the rains did not return. Leijin warned the ghost that the Oni's overseer was to blame. A path opened up that would take the ghost to him. As long as the Oni's overseer lived, the drought would never end. The ghosts arrived at a small island held by the overseer's cruel grip. But only we blocked them. The only way through was to remove the last of the corrupted Bosu and bring back the
I've removed it. Die, fools! Some Buddha!
A single ghost stood alone.
I'll keep my eyes open. I'll search the area. Must have ran off.
With the final corrupted Teru Bosu removed, the rains returned, washing all the Onibi away. The path to the Oni's overseer was clear. Enraged by the return of the torrential rains, the Oni's overseer directed his fury.
Your hate is
One ghost remained.
Did I see anything?
Defeating the overseer and removing the corrupted Teru Bosu, weakened the Oni,
On your feet!
the ghosts were one step closer to visiting vengeance upon him.
Face me!
Furious over his recent losses, the Oni sent enforcers to execute anyone who favored the ghosts. The echoes of malice caused Onibi to reappear, drawn by their hatred. The wind god Hujin revealed an altar knowing the ghosts needed aid. The altar granted the ghosts a blessing in the form of Hujin's wind catcher. It could be used to gather nearby Onibi and then hurl them at an object, such as an echo of malice. Onibi cleansed the echo of malice, but there were more ahead. The ghosts continued onward, hoping the path would lead them to the Oni's enforcers. More of the Oni's followers appeared. The ghosts realized the Onibi would be turned against their enemies. There were many echoes of malice in this village. A massacre took place here. The ghosts needed to cleanse the echoes and rid the village of the Uni's followers.
I see you there!
Only one ghost remained.
Shot!
With the echoes of malice cleansed and the Uni's followers defeated, a path opened before the ghosts. They hoped it would take them to the Uni's enforcers. The ghosts arrived at a quarry, intent on tracking down the Uni's enforcers. Once again, they followed the trail made by the echoes of malice. The ghosts were ambushed by a malevolent spirit unlike any they faced before. It eluded the ghosts' attacks. They suspected that the new enemy could be anchored in place using Onibi from Hujin's Windcatcher. Onibi anchored the enemy in place. Now the ghosts had a way to defeat their foe. The ghosts made their way into the quarry,
What the
but the
hell?
Oni enforcers were nowhere to be seen. However, there was
Far too
to
easy.
deal with.
I won't
remained. A single ghost stood alone.
I have you.
As the ghosts approached an outpost, they sensed a new presence. It had to be one of the Oni's enforcers. The ghosts faced an especially deadly group of only a single ghost remained. A single ghost remained. The ghosts brought one of the Oni's enforcers to justice, but more remained, including their captain. The Yaudi ghosts followed the only lead they had. The ghosts arrived at a fortress held by the captain of the Oni's enforcers. They would use the Onibi once again to cleanse the echoes of malice and defeat the remaining enforcers.
Completely outmatched!
One ghost remained.
Come on! Something that you don't scare me!
Only one ghost remained.
Back in the fight!
The fight to clear the courtyard of the ghosts. The captain of the Oni's forces finally showed his face, and the battle to destroy him began. One ghost remains. It was too much for one of the ghosts.
I'll make this
Only one ghost remains. captain of the Oni's enforcers cut down and all echoes of malice removed, the Onibi were drawn elsewhere. The ghosts stripped away the Oni's power and protections bit by bit. Soon they would face the Oni himself. With the Oni's enforcers defeated, the ghosts picked up. As they neared the general's outpost, the ghosts came under attack from a fire spirit. Fortunately, Lai Jin granted them the gift of his storm. It would protect them from the fire spirit's attacks. Fire spirit was vulnerable up close. More fire spirits battered the ghosts with blazing volleys. Fortunately, Lai Jin's storm continued afoot. An echo of malice blocked the ghost's path. The wind god Hujin saw the ghost's need and granted them his gift once again. They could use Hujin's wind catcher to gather Unbi and use it to cleanse the echo of malice.
I see you there! Your hate is mine!
The ghosts cleared the outpost, but as they pressed, a wind urged the ghosts further up the hill. The Oni's general had evaded the ghosts for now. If the Oni's general wasn't at his outpost, then he was likely at the Oni's castle. The ghosts stormed the Oni's castle, determined to vanquish the Oni's general. Blocked their way into the courtyard. Once again, Hujin's wind catcher would clear the way. The general was determined to stop the ghosts and sent more of the Oni's followers to block their path. The ghosts were victorious, but the Oni's general was nowhere to be found. There was still one place the ghosts hadn't looked. A small homestead long thought abandoned. A path opened that would take the ghosts there. The ghosts arrived at their destination. The otherwise unremarkable homestead was covered with Onibi. The Oni's general had to be here.
Nothing can sever my bond. Nothing can sever my bond of fealty to the Oni. Life, I trained him to become who he is today. In death, I'll slaughter any who seek to harm him. You are skilled.
Like the malevolent spirit the ghosts faced before, the Oni's general proved nearly impossible to strike. Onibi from Hujin's wind catcher would anchor him in place and give the ghosts a fighting chance. colossal group of enemies ambushed the ghost. Only a single ghost remained.
I have you.
Only one ghost remained. One of the ghosts was struck down.
I'll cut you down!
The Oni's general fell, and the Onibi finally left the realm of the living. Now, the ghosts were ready to strike their killing blow against the Oni himself.